BBG! Welcome back to another BBG Talks episode. This one is going to be juicy.
Oh, it's so exciting. So you guys knew that March 21st was going to be like the new announcement from Takara Tomy about the new generation stuff. But it's not even March 21st yet, and we're already getting some leaks or some pre-released information.
Yeah, so there's information all over from other Baytubers and on WBO. Basically, the first 14 or 15 or so products of the new Generation X, there's like little details on them already. So it's kind of panning out to be just like Beyblade Burst when it first came out back in 2015. They released about, I think it was like 11 or 12 products right off the bat, and we're getting around the same amount. So we have a few details that we're grabbing off of WBO. Let's see what we are getting in July.
Starting from BX01.
Yeah, and that's the thing to notice as well, is that it's no longer like B01 or like BB01, it's BX01 because it's Generation X, I'm guessing.
Yeah. What do you think about that name actually to begin with?
I think it actually doesn't really match or anything like that. It just doesn't feel like a Beyblade name, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because like, what does the X stand for? You know, does the X have reference to the system? Because obviously Metal Fight, they had metal in them. Right? And then Beyblade Burst is a burst system, right? Now, of course, the original Beyblade, it didn't really have anything to do with the system itself, but that was the OG series, so it kind of gets a pass on that.
Yeah.
So does Generation X, does the X stand for something? But doesn't matter, whatever. So let's just go over the first few products. BX01 to BX04, those are going to be starter packs, apparently.
So we're anticipating probably something similar to Burst series when it first started. So we're getting like attack types, defense, stamina, and balance. I'm assuming they're going to keep that system going on.
Mm-hmm. So that's exactly right. In Beyblade Burst, we had, Valkyrie, we had Spriggan, Ragnarok, Kirbyus right off the bat. So yeah, I'm guessing that it's going to be those 4 different types released right away. They're going to be about $20 or so when it first released, and that's mid-July. Is when it'll come out. And so since it's a starter, it should be coming with a launcher as well.
What are we at? Like 6 is a booster, 5 is a booster, 7 is an entry set, which means it comes with a launcher grip, and base stadium. And that one's about $60.
Damn, $60, eh? The entry set?
Yeah. Inflation, man.
So it comes with stadium, launcher grip, a launcher, contains 1 Beyblade. But yeah, that might be the set that most people will get right off the bat there, just to get started with everything, because I'm assuming that the new base stadium design is going to be slightly different compared to Burst, right? It only makes sense.
How different? Like, this is going to be controversial.
Well, like the standard type base stadium from Beyblade Burst, it was different from BB10.
Yeah.
But overall, though, the way you played in it was fairly similar.
But what if it's something totally different, like 0G Stadium?
Yeah, exactly.
Some brand new gimmick.
So that one there, that entry set will probably be a pretty recommended item in my books anyways, because everyone's going to need a standard type stadium.
It's like the very beginning of the series. You got to get all the basics, right? Essentials.
And BX08 is a battle deck set, apparently, whatever that is. Oh, so contains 3 Beyblades and a deck case. Okay, sure. A lot of the time, they actually sell those deck cases separately as just like random accessories.
Yeah.
They're not very popular outside of Japan because, of course, most people are not going to import just a battle case to, throw a few bays in there. So this comes with a deck case and 3 bays. That's a little bit better.
Interesting.
Looks like MSRP is about $40 US or so.
Sounds kind of like a customized like DX set kind of thing, but interesting. Comes with the case too.
Maybe, like, not too sure which bays are going to be in there.
Yeah.
Like, probably not as going to be as hype as a DX set.
Like 2 filler bays and 1 main bay kind of thing.
Maybe. And then the deck case is like kind of the star there, I guess.
Okay, this next one is going to be like, I'm so confused what it is. BX09. So there's a release here that is called a Battle Pass. What is this? A subscription service? That's the first thing that I thought of, actually. But
well, that's because the term Battle Pass is used like basically universally for video
Fortnite.
games and everything like that. Yeah, so like Fortnite had the battle pass, and now
Yeah, and
every
like,
video
every
game,
other game nowadays.
basically hopped on that.
Yeah.
But there is no chance, in my opinion, that Beyblade is going to be hopping on some subscription service like that. Like I think it's going to be an accessory, just like what
Oh, man.
this says.
Imagine it is a subscription service and you get, it's like a loot crate where every month you get a different part or something, you know?
Yeah, and if it was like Loot Crate, it's going to be garbage every month now.
It's not bad. There's some good gems in there, you know, back in the day.
Yeah, a few. Still have like some of those t-shirts that we got from them, but like, yeah, I don't know. Like how long would that last basically, right?
Yeah. But yeah, it should be something like a Bay Pointer or like Bay Logger according to the pre-released info here.
Yeah. Every system like or every brand new generation, they have some sort of accessory or like, you know, Bay Logger style type of accessory that they really go hard on in the very beginning, and then it fizzles out later on.
That's the thing. You know how when Burst first got announced, they were really hyping up for the Bay Logger system where they even had like the Bay Cloud or everyone's stats are going to be uploaded on there. And then they even had like international logos of like the US, Canada, blah, blah, blah. Then like that was the concept prototype. And then suddenly like that never really happened. That was just a Japan only thing.
Yeah, and then you could collect points on your profile, which is nice, and you could use that for like, you know, Rare Bay Get Battle and stuff like that, which is really cool. But I think the reason why that it failed so hard is that the utilization in the anime was not that good. Because the Bay Loggers were seen in the anime, but you could register for a battle by using the Bay Logger or whatever, but like they didn't really do much with it. Versus in Metal Fight, they actually earned points and they won points from their battles, and so like Bay points in Metal Fight seemed more significant.
True.
So if the Battle Pass is used well in the anime, then I think that the Battle Pass in real life will end up being, you know, maybe a little more successful.
Maybe third time's the charm, because this is Takara Tomy's like third time doing the Bay Logger system thing now.
Maybe.
Like they had the Bay Pointer in the beginning. So maybe now it's actually going to be working properly. Who knows?
Yeah. So whether it's like, you know, a Bay Pointer thing, which I think is likely, or it's something entirely new, like we'll find out soon enough. Moving on, we got BX10, which is a Bay Stadium. So it looks like it's just basically the standard type, a standalone one. And so this one here will be a must buy as well for those people that don't want to get the entry set. And it looks like it's about $30 and coming out once again mid-July.
And then BX11, we have a launcher grip coming out. And then B12, we have a deck case. So we can buy these separately. Pretty standard stuff. It's just so sad that there's no pictures to go by, but we already like know the info. But I guess wait for March 21st, we'll probably get even more information from the official source.
Chances are there will probably be like leaks right before that too, in my opinion. Like next few days, possibly. There might be some photos out.
Yeah.
And then we have, what is this? BXG01. So is this like gacha stuff again?
Probably, because they did the G stuff before, right?
Yeah, so it looks like it contains one Beyblade according to WBO here. MSRP about 1,600 yen.
That's an expensive gatch.
Yeah.
If it is a gatch.
Legit. And then also slated for mid-July as well, apparently. So not too sure what this product is going to be about, but on WBO, Trainiac, you know, is predicting that it could be an event exclusive or a store limited release.
And then BX13 is a booster, 14 is a random booster. So
wow, first random booster. Hey, when's that going to be out?
Yeah.
Oh, September.
Yeah, that's actually really far away when you think about it. Like knowing that it exists half a year before it gets released, that's a pretty long time.
I'm kind of for it. Like the thing is that Takara Tomy has been milking random boosters more and more over the years, and so the longer we can go without a random booster, I'm all for it. Because next thing you know, BX15 will be a random booster, BX16 will be a random booster, and then people are spending hundreds of dollars to get a random booster set. So
yeah, well, timeline wise, yeah, that one's September, but the beginning of the BX01, the first Gen X release, is going to be in July, like mid-July, according to the info here.
Most of the stuff actually is going to be mid-July. So there's really only like a few of these items or a couple of these items that are after July. So we got August, September for BX13 and BX14, but everything before that looks like it's mid-July. Yeah, timeline is looking just like when Beyblade Burst was announced. You know, we got like that March release, and then just a few short months after that into the summer months, we had a brand new series of products to play around with.
What do you guys think about this new gen name and like the products and the battle pass? And
I
all
wonder
these
if the
things?
Beyblades have shrunk. You know, have we gone
That's
back
the
again,
thing.
right?
That's
It's
the
like, are we
thing.
starting the cycle over again, right?
It's like a great reset, right?
Just massive DB and BU bays have now shrunken down to super tiny Gen X bays again, and then we'll have to build our way back up year by year.
The power creep will restart.
Yeah, I don't think there's that many people that are excited about that particular outcome, if like potential outcome. Because
Well, I guess the Burst fans are gonna hate on this new gen. Just like how Metal Fight hated on Burst when it first started. Real talk.
Legit. So that is a little roundup of the products that have been released so far, or a little bit of info that's been released.
Yeah, very little info.
Yeah. So shout out to everyone in the Beyblade community, WBO, like just doing a great job with this stuff. But there's really only like a week or so left until the big announcement.
So put in your speculations. I want to hear from you guys about what you guys think of all this new info. So leave in the comments section below. Shall we go over some comments?
Yeah, sure. We got a few
All
here.
right, from our last BBG Talks, I have a couple here. So one's from Swift Hybrid YouTube. He said, "Did you say Singapore? OMG, I'm from there." So I guess he's talking about, I think we mentioned about Singapore in one of our previous BBG Talks videos.
Oh, there was a person who bought their first Beyblade from the Singapore airport.
Right. Yeah, so he's actually really surprised that we said Singapore. Singapore is a great place. A lot of you guys are actually from Singapore, I think, and from Malaysia. I think that's from our demographics. I remember seeing those two come up quite often. And the community there for Beyblade is actually like amazing. So yeah, shout out to Singapore. Okay, next comment from Nash. It says, "Me and my friends recently got into blading and it's sad to see that the Burst gen is about to end. Is it too late now?" So it's kind of similar to what we were talking about in the beginning. It's like the Burst gen is ending, and is it like, should we get Burst stuff still, or like, what do you think?
If anything, now is your last chance to really dive into Burst while there's still people like us basically putting out a bunch of Burst content, and there's so many other people that have also given their recommendations on what they think you should buy now that everything is out too.
True.
So I would say if you want to get into Burst, like now is the time to buy all of that stuff that you've been eyeing for a while now. But if you are looking for like longevity, like if you're looking to actually be a part of a Beyblade community and see all of the new products come out,
follow all the new trends,
and follow everything, then maybe just hold off until Gen X comes out. Because you could buy like say 10 different Burst products, and then no one will be talking about it in the next like 6 to 8 months or so, because everyone will be onto Gen X.
In a way, I guess. But yeah, like it's not too late. It just depends if you like that stuff or not.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that Burst will eventually become a classic, so it's doesn't hurt.
Definitely.
Yeah. Next comment is from Diamond X2845. He says, "I'm waiting until the new generation is announced to decide if I want to keep collecting Burst." So yeah, pretty similar to what we just said.
That one's funny though, because they're waiting to see whether or not they like Gen X so that they actually buy more Burst stuff. Because they're holding off, because they're like, I like Beyblade Burst, but like once again they're teetering because they don't know whether or not Gen X will be sick or not, right? And then if they see that the system's lame or the products suck, then they'll be like, hey, I'm just gonna buy all the good Burst stuff, right?
That's the thing. I feel like Burst system, like it's so mature that when we see the new Gen X stuff, I feel like we're gonna trash on it a bit, because Burst is like all the details, it's perfected, to the like it's been 7 years.
Well, that was the exact same transition. From Metal Fight, we had 4D Beyblades, which seems so sick, and then we went to basically like, single layer or pre-dual layer Burst bays, which was a new system too, and we're like,
what the heck is
this sucks, right? Like nobody liked it at first, right? But it takes time for you to get used to everything
and appreciate it,
and
it grows and becomes better over time. But yeah, that's a good comment, good context. Last comment from Ray Diazdic. He says, "My friend gave me a free bay as a gift until he realized it was gold." So this comment is from our gold unboxing, where we're trying to collect a lot of the gold turbo bays. It's funny seeing this. I actually laughed when I first saw it.
I feel like I'd be that guy too. Like if I had to give a Bey to like some of my relatives or something like that, and then I watched them unbox it, and then it was like a gold variant or like a secret rare variant. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna need to take that back, bro.
Instant regret.
Like, I need to take that back. I gotta make a video on that. Maybe I'll give it to you after.
Take it back. No take backs. But yeah, no, I just thought that was funny, so I want to feature this video, feature this comment in the video.
That's actually hilarious. I feel bad for the dude.
Okay, this BBG talk's getting a bit too long now, so I guess let's end it here.
Yeah, we're good.
There's still a lot of like Hasbro anime with Quad Strike still coming soon later this month. So much stuff happening in Beyblade, so make sure you guys subscribe, like the video. Of course, we want to continue discussion in the comments, so
1 week to go until the official announcement, so stay tuned. It's legit like 1 week away.
Oh my God.
So there's some big news.
All right. So yeah, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, and as always,
Geeks out.